4 or 5 minutes on the clock, guys. If you have people coming on the call, send them a nicer little reminder. But as you're coming in, let us know where you're coming from if you haven't already. And also put in the chat, what did you do for July 4th? And we'd love to get some cool things. You thought today was Tuesday? I know. Today felt like a Monday to me. I was just like, I was so confused. How about you guys? That holiday tripped me up. That was interesting, but we're here. What's up, Krishan? Bishop. Where is Bishop? That's SoCal, right? Or is that?
SoCal.
It is, right? Okay, gotcha. There we go.
It's Central California, by the way.
No,
Central California.
That's Central Cal, yeah. It's Central. It's like next to Fresno and pretty much Sacramento.
Okay, gotcha.
It's like real if you're an outdoor enthusiast. It's where Mount Whitney is.
Oh, nice.
It's like it's just up the road.
Oh, nice. Okay, good to know. I need to explore that.
For myself, for 4th of July, I did it all classic at 4th of July in a local park in Bishop.
So, can't go wrong.
And watch the fireworks show. So nothing like that.
You can't go wrong with that. You pull out your nice little blanket or beach chair and just be with the fam and the community. And oh, that's good days. I think I had one in my neighborhood here before. I think they canceled it or something. I don't know why, but yeah, we got to figure out some. I just have my neighborhood fireworks, the little crackers and stuff like that. So best we could get.
Sounds wonderful.
It was fun. It was absolutely fun. Well, great to have you guys. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday. I am so confused with the date. Like, no joke. Like, I think it's Friday. I woke up thinking it's Monday. Yeah, we are here. But we are here. We'll get started next couple minutes, guys. We're glad to have you here. And welcome, guys. Diane, hello. Carol, hello. What's going on, everybody? Get started in just a bit. But as you're coming in, comment below where you're coming from. Happy July. Welcome on in. This is the spot. This is the time. Tammy, hair's looking on point as always.
Thank you. Good. Hello.
Absolutely. Hello. You went to the park in 100-degree heat. Oh my gosh.
This page, it's just click on this.
Called Commitment and Dedication. Hey, Stacy, what's going on? Welcome, everybody. We'll get started in just a second. But hey, put in the comments if you haven't yet where you're coming from. And we got a special call with us today. Way to be early. I'd love to be able to get a chance to connect with everybody. But also would love to know, hey, Stacy, what did you do for 4th of July? I know Australia doesn't celebrate 4th of July, but can still let everyone know as well too. And babe, do you mind tagging everyone also in the Wellness 360 group as well? That'd be awesome. It's the other side of the Sierras. Gotcha. Yeah. So we got fireworks, we got river, we got food, we got fun. Anything else for 4th of July? Yeah, anyone do a nice barbecue? Or is anyone good at barbecuing? I put a 1 below if you are good at barbecuing. Or are you good at eating barbecue? Put a 2 if you're good at eating barbecue. I'm a 2. I'm trying to learn number 1, but definitely number 2 is where I shine. So it's a spot to be. Your hubby cooked? Oh, that's always a good day when you don't have to cook. First time, now, okay, there we go. It's cracked open. Does that mean, Tam, there's gonna be more too? Or is that just it? Okay. All right, you're a grilling family. There we go. Your husband Art is a good barbecuer. Oh, you eat well. Okay. I might have to just sneak up one day and just be like an uninvited guest. You can invite me too. That'd be nice. Becca, hello. iPhone 32. Erica, hello. Welcome, guys. We'll get started in just a little bit. If you didn't put in the comments where you're coming from yet, put in the chat where you are coming from. I like this to feel like a nice big gathering, and great to see you. Gerald is iPhone 32. What's up, Gerald? There's Angie. Hello. Awesome. All right. Fantastic, everyone. So let's get this kick off the ground. Hey, welcome, guys. Happy Wednesday, Thursday, wherever you're at, wherever you're seeing this from. And welcome. If you're ready for a fun night, put a 10 in the comments below. I like this to feel like we're in a nice gathering in a living room out here in the United States. I know we're an international family. We just celebrated July 4th. And I don't know about you, but I woke up today with a fire in my belly, and there's this excitement. I don't know, maybe it's just that one day where you get a chance to reflect and go forward as well too. And I woke up thinking that I want the second half of 2023 to be even better than the first half of 2023. And I'm assuming that's why you're here as well too, right? If you want that for you and your life, you want this second half to be better than the first half financially, physically, everything. Put a 2 in the comments below, because that's what we're going to introduce to you guys today. So you're here for a special call. In just a bit, I'm going to have a special guest that we're going to be interviewing and chatting with you about as well too. But in the meanwhile, you're on this because a friend of yours had high regard for you to be able to share with you some information that they thought to transform your life. And tonight, I have the absolute honor to not just talk myself, but also to be able to introduce you to someone who I just saw hop on, our special guest. What's going on, Sonia Evans? My gosh, the superstar. I'm like kind of nervous now, honestly. And I'm excited to share with you her and her story. But in just a little bit, we're going to get a chance to see Sonia. But Sonia, hey, feel free to mute yourself real quick and let me see if that works as well. But let me know how you're doing. Could you hear me all right?
Hey, James. Yes, hi, everyone. I can hear. Yep.
There you go. Fantastic. All right, cool. So we're going to have fun. So my goal is to fly through some information with you guys and save as much time for a special guest as well too. But if you're here for the first time, then it means that you're somebody that's looking for different opportunities right now. And I'm sure we can all agree the last couple of years has been really interesting around the world. And the biggest thing is when there's times of big change and big transition, while there's some concern, there's things like recession and inflation and just how the world turning upside down. Did you know that also the biggest wealth transfers happen during the biggest recessions as well too? In fact, I remember during the last recession, that's when companies like Airbnb and Uber were formed. What if you could be that next big company? What if you could do something different to be able to transition and shift your entire family and their legacy in the next couple of years? But if you're here seeking for a better opportunity for you and your family, you're in the right place. And today we're going to introduce you to a concept that we believe is a recession-proof business. We're going to show you how to turn this thing in most of our hands and all of our hands these days into a weapon to be able to help you and your family to be able to monetize in a powerful way. And at the end, get back with your friend about this opportunity, because we're scouting, we're expanding. There's a lot of momentum that's going on. All right. But before we get into this, let me introduce myself real quick, so we're not complete strangers. I'm the honor to be your host tonight. My name is James Zheng. I'm now, prior to being a trainer, a coach, an entrepreneur, I found myself in the last recession. Actually, last time, what was crazy is, do you remember back in 2009, there was the last Great Recession? I wonder if you remember where you were at and what you were doing. I was someone completely different. I was a broke college student going to UC Berkeley, fulfilling what you call the Asian dream. If you know the Asian stereotype, I'll just tell you it is pretty true. And I thought I had it made. I was going to go to school. I was going to graduate. I was going to be a doctor. And what happened is the recession happened. I started to think to myself, wouldn't it be wise to have a plan B? Wouldn't it be wise to have multiple streams of income? Who here agrees with me that it's wise to find more than one way to make money these days? Put a 1 in the comments if you would agree. In fact, it's almost scary to only have one source of income, especially these days, because you never know what's going to happen. So I was trying to look around for different opportunities, but here was the problem, guys. I was 19. I had no connections. I had no work experience. I had no skills. The only thing I knew how to do was memorize something, put onto a piece of paper that doesn't pay too much at all, to be honest. And I was just like, what can I do? I didn't want to work at fast food or something, and nothing against that, but I want something unique. And that's when a friend of mine introduced me to an opportunity just like this. And I'll be real honest with you guys. I got to the meeting and I'm like, I can't believe I'm here right now. I just got swindled into this. This is one of those things. I was super skeptical. I was about ready to run out of the room. But what happened that day is I met somebody that absolutely transformed my life. I met someone just a couple years older than me. And what was crazy was he was a college dropout, but making more than my parents. And I was just like, wait. Is this something legal? Because to be honest, I wasn't used to people doing that like that, you know, but I got curious. And he seemed professional enough. And he shared with me a couple of philosophies. Number one, he said this. He said, James, profits are better than wages. Wages make you a living, profits make you a fortune. He expanded my mind to the idea of entrepreneurship. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And he said this as well. He said, James, if you do what the successful people do the way that they do it, then you're going to make what they make as well too. And as long as you're willing, coachable, and hungry, then I'll train you. And I don't know why I said yes, guys. Maybe it's because I didn't have any other option, but I'm like, let's just try this. And I never thought I'd do well at this at all, but I followed the training. Within a couple of months part-time, I was fueling myself through college. Within a couple of years part-time, I made enough to actually not pursue. I graduated from Berkeley. I didn't go to medical school. My family was like, you're crazy. What are you doing? But 10 years plus later, it's been an absolute honor. It's transformed not only just our lives, it's allowed me an opportunity where I actually ended up recruiting my top leader, who eventually became my now wife, Becky Zheng. And it's allowed us an opportunity to be able to build something from around the world just from this, to be able to impact other lives, to be able to change in so many different ways. And my big passion now is equipping others with the same thing as well too, you know? So that's just my quick story. We have so many amazing stories here tonight, but it's not about me, it's about you. But with that said, anywho, I recruited up, if you know that saying right there, you know? Yes, you may or may not find your dream spouse in the business. And I will let you know, I do like to play matchmaker. Currently, I'm 0% good at it, but I want to. So you can be my next success story. Anywho, let's talk about this. We're going to introduce you a concept called Partner Co. with an introduction to an organization called the Warrior Movement. And this is one thing that I had to realize. If you want to look for good business, I believe there's a couple of things you want to look for. All right. There's around 5 things to look for in a good business. And what are those 5 things? Let me share with you this real quick. I wonder if you would agree with me, but it's this. Number 1, you want to make sure you find a product that is unique, consumable, and in demand. Any business sells something. People say, James, how do you make money? Well, get customers, right? Any restaurant, you need a business, you need customers. It doesn't matter if you're doing coaching, whatever. So something that's unique, in demand, and consumable. Why? You get a residual income. Who here would love money coming in without you working for it? Put a 2 in the comments if that sounds okay, right? Like that's what you call freedom. We do business not for money. We do it for freedom and options, okay? Number 2 is you want to find something that doesn't cost you a lot, but it can make you a lot, right? Every business, there's a certain type of investment, but what can it actually get for you, right? What's the net earnings? Number 3, something that you can build online. Especially now with this internet thing, this phone thing, find a way, otherwise you're missing on opportunities. Number 4, huge. Who here is a busy person? Put a me in the comments if you're busy. You might be so busy that you're multitasking right now and you're not able to put a me in the comments, but it's important that if you're busy, but you want to get ahead, we're going to make some changes. So we need to find a way to leverage your time, so that within an hour a day, it can turn to 10, 100, 1,000. We're going to find a way to do that. And the final thing is this, I believe the X factor is that if you have the right vehicle, then you get the right training and support, take it and run, you can win. And I'm telling you, bar none, you're not going to get any better training than tonight, because I have somebody I'm going to introduce you in a little bit that's going to train your, I was going to say butts off. I think that's an okay word, right? Okay, anywho. So the first thing is the, I hope you could tell we just like being a family. I just love looking at your faces. If you have a camera, by the way, I'd love to be able to see you. I'll actually look all over you guys. So if I react, I'm literally looking at your face and it's funny to watch, right? So Partner Co is a company that just launched 5 months ago, guys. We're a company that's new, but with a long-standing history, decades of experience, actually. Prior to this company, we're in 50 plus markets around the world, including Australia, which is why we're chatting with an Australian leader tonight. We have an opportunity that is talking about big trends. Health and wellness is bigger than ever before. You're talking about major multi-trillions of dollars in this trend. And what our mission as a company to do is very simple. The chief product officer in this company wants to change how normal is. I'm sure this isn't just a United States thing, but who here has noticed that people are getting sicker than before? Right? Like, who here knows somebody? Put a 1 in the comments if you know someone that has heart disease, diabetes, they have anxiety, perhaps, they have gut issues. Like, I didn't know we had all these problems, guys. Where are all these allergies coming from? I mean, it's like crazy. Infertility, me and my wife, we've been going through an interesting time. Like, there's a lot of things that are happening right now. It's like, what's going on? And it might be normal, but it doesn't mean it's natural. Right? I'm sure we all don't want those things. So as a company, our mission is to be able to treat this in a holistic way and really be able to find good tools to be able to change that standard. And as we do that through our amazing brands of products, we have over 100 products that are within this, we can transform the world. Who here knows somebody that wouldn't mind looking good or feeling better? We all know somebody, ourselves included as well too. And you know, when it comes to business, what better business than transforming the lives of other people? So how do we do that? We produce products that are at the highest of levels. And when I say we, not me, I'm not that smart. We got Deanna Latson and a board of people that have produced products with hundreds of clinical trials. You're going to talk about things that have a lot of testing on them. You're talking about products that are going through all these things you're seeing on the screen right here are voluntary third-party manufacturing standards. We're made in Food and Drug Administration registered facilities. We are in the book called the Physician's Desk Reference or Digital Reference. Doctors can prescribe this basically. That's where you're finding people around the world that know what they're talking about when it comes to health, partnering with this brand. And I'm telling you, our clients are getting the most amazing results on the products because of that. As a business owner, you want to find something that can serve someone. You want to find something that you can trust. And that's what we have here. So I'm going to share with you just a couple of items today, not all of them. But what I want you to think about as I go through a couple of these products is think this. Number 1, can you see yourself using any of these? Number 2, can you think of anyone else that can think of these as well too? Because if you can, there's a business. Let me ask this question. Who here knows somebody that is struggling or they want to lose a little bit more weight? Put a 1 in the comments below if you have anyone in mind. If they're in your household, by the way, I give you permission today to go poke them in the stomach, grab their love handle, give them a little shake. I something for you. Women, I think you can do that. Guys, don't do that to the woman. That's called kicked out on the sofa. You're gone. Oh my gosh, I just got scared. I got a wave of fear just thinking about trying to do that. Anywho, Slender Eyes are these 2 drops. You put them under your tongue a couple times a day. And what it does, it's a body balancing product. It helps you to balance the hormones, the thing which is why people can or cannot lose weight. And it's not just a weight loss thing, it's a body balancer. It's things for anti-stress. It has things that curb your cravings. Any chocoholics out there, you love chocolate, sugar, stuff like that. Me and Sonia, that's our friend. All right, I know what we're doing. We're going to Australia then. We're getting a big chocolate fudge sundae or something. So with that, it helps you curb those cravings, cut the fat faster. In fact, our clients that use this lose fat 50% faster according to clinical trials. And just a couple of stories. Mary Jo is one of our good friends. She was struggling to lose weight her entire life, finally found this system in 4 months, lost 81 pounds or oh my gosh, my conversions are bad. I think that's like 23 kilos or something like that. And got off her blood pressure medication. Now, nothing that we have was meant to diagnose, cure, or treat, but that's 20 pounds a month, right? If you use these drops, by the way, put a 2 in the comments below. I know there's so many stories on this. Russell is somebody that you might know. the typical dad bod. He was struggling with not just weight loss, he was on asthma medications. He was also addicted to smoking. After using this for 1 month, lost 27 pounds. He was able to get off all of his asthma meds, and all of his cravings for smoking went away. Body balancing. And the final, I mean, I tripped out when I saw this story, and I hope it's okay if I share this, but take a look at our special guest tonight, Sonia. My gosh, I'm going to ask her about this in a little bit, but this was crazy. I could not believe it, you know? Wow. It's incredible what these can do when you put them into your body, right? So let me ask this question. Put a 1 in the comments if you can think of anybody that can benefit from something like that. One of your girlfriends lost in the first month. That's amazing. All right. Second product I'll introduce you to real quick is something that I call the youth elixir. This Renew, it's a little stick pack. You mix with water, you drink it, and it helps you to naturally stimulate something called human growth hormone. Now, I'm sure we all know people that wouldn't mind looking younger and feeling better. That's basically what human growth hormone does. And as it boosts in your body, you get things like better sleep, better energy, reduced body fat, anti-aging stuff. It's super simple. It's so easy to use. And the last thing I'll introduce you to real quick is something called Noni. I call this a shot a day keeps the doctor away. Now, don't quote me on that. That is not a medical claim, but Noni has had over 1 million customers use this around the world. Why? This is so helpful for inflammation. If you're jotting down any notes, if you want to go to one place to get better health, did you know that 80+% of diseases on the planet, heart disease, cancer, all these things are caused by inflammation? So if you can find something to decrease inflammation, like a high quality superfruit, for example, of Noni, a lot of things get better. So we've seen clients, for whatever reason, they start using this. They say, wow, my sleep's getting better. Wow, my joint pains are getting better. Wow, like I feel good. Wow, like so many different benefits because, and there's clinical trials in this, guys. Like I can literally cite things that we can claim about what Noni does. This is 1 little shot a day. Tastes pretty good as well, too. Noni really works, Talia knows, absolutely. So with that said, many cool products, okay? But once again, if you saw even in any of those products, something that you can see yourself using, or even anyone that you know can use, put a 3 in the comments below. Because if you do, I'm telling you, there's a business to be had. There's a lot of people in the world that need something like this. So real quick, and then we're gonna get to our special guest. How does this work? If you wanna build this as a business, it allows you to partner with this company and their brands for a one-time $30 membership. If you're in Australia, it's $42.50 Australian dollar. And then you get all the brands. You get all the company products. You also now have a business you can run from your phone. Step number 2, try some of the products. People say, James, I can't, how much does a business cost? Is it risky? The only risk in this business is you literally just eat your own investment. We use these things all the time anyway. We eat, we sleep, we take these types of things. Might as well invest in yourself and also have a business on the side as well too. And just know there's other ways to get involved. You can look at this later if you're interested in partnering with the company, but just kind of keep in the back of your mind, hey, here's the type of person that if you can make more with less work, you'd want to do that. Put a 1 in the comments. That's not a trick question. I'm lazy. Okay, so just kind of keep in the back of your mind, you're going to want to look at something called Ultimate, because that's how you can make more with less work, or work more and make more. Okay, so there's many different ways to do that. We'll chat about that in a bit. And when you partner with the company, you now have access to our #1 rated comp plan, pays you in many different ways. Thanks. Someone just said, I'm not lazy. You should see me on 4th of July. I am the definition of laziness. My gosh. Anywho. Next time I'll do a live on now, just chill around. So as you partner with the company, we're going to show you a couple simple things. We're going to show you how to get the product out there. We do this all the time. Who here has ever watched a good movie or been to a good restaurant, used it and shared it and recommended it to someone before, right? Yeah. Now, when was the last time you got paid for that? Probably not much. Here's the same thing. Use it, share it. You send the link, they buy it. You get paid anywhere between 30 to 50%. And it ships to them automatically. You get paid that. Number two, you can also build a sales team. You can partner with others and then together help them make money, but then you also get a little bit of a cut as well too. This is the leverage part, guys. Imagine, who here knows of at least two people that wouldn't mind making some extra money on the side right now? Put a 2 in the comments. A lot of people now, right? People are scared of retirement. People, maybe they're graduating from school. They want another way. People don't like their job. It's not paying enough. Things cost a lot, right? So find another opportunity and they can partner here, help them get paid. When they get paid, you get paid as well too. And it keeps on going and it keeps on growing. And to make it real simple, here's a simple goal. If you want to make $10,000 a month, find 2 strong people, find 2 strong leaders, build 2 strong teams. That's 10,000 a month. That's a 6-figure income in a year. I mean, that's not bad. Not overnight. You're going to have to work and you have to learn, but it's worth it. I mean, tell me how many jobs out there can make 10,000 a month, let alone it being residual. And also don't worry if you're scared. How do you do this? Right when you get partnered up with us, we have the best training in the world. For those of you that are looking into this organization, the Warrior Movement, you're part of a family right away. So you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We literally have a system step by step by step by step that you have on your phone. In fact, I have our entire training in 3 pages. If you can read 3 pages, then you can do well in this business. And I can show you how to do all of that. To do this in a professional way where you'll make friends, not lose them. You'll make money, not lose money, and be able to do some cool things. Anywho, I'm not here to talk about me today. I want to talk about our special guest because, you know, the key behind any business I've learned, if you're jotting down notes, I have a notepad and pen, by the way, guys. And this woman I'm about to introduce you to is somebody that I have admired. And one thing I've learned is this, is that if you want to win in business, if you want to win in life, find those that are succeeding and just copy them. And when I got a chance to meet Sonia, I will tell you this, my first impression, I met Sonia at a conference out here in the United States. And she stuck out like a sore thumb because she was the only one with a really cool accent. And I was like, this is fascinating. And I found out she came all the way from Australia to United States. And I'm like, dang, this woman is committed. You know, I have people that complain about driving a couple hours to get to an event. She's flying around the world. And she does that constantly for her team. And she's constantly leading from the front. And when we were putting together this call right now, I'm telling you, there's some big growth going around the world, but especially in Australia, any single time you see growth happening, it's because there's a leader that's making it happen. So that's why I wanted to get Sonia on the call today. She was always a servant. So guys, as we introduce Sonia today, put a 100 in the comments below if you're ready to take some notes and hear from her, because we're gonna talk a little bit here. And Sonia, how are you, sister?
Hello. Oh man, I love listening to you. You just explain things so simply, way more simple than I can. And I'm like, I've got to learn how to do this. I'm a woman, I overcomplicate things. So you and Becky are just amazing. And I just look at all your beautiful people on the screen, and you know, we feed off energy, you know, when we look at other faces, and that's what this is all about. So yeah, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
It's an absolute honor. Sonia, your story is incredible. And I was telling you this before, like I know parts of it, but I don't know all of it. And guys, if you understand, you see, every single person that's successful, they didn't start there. Everyone created this from somewhere as well too. Because if you look at Sonia now, she's a world-class leader. She's the founder of the Growth Collective. She's leading an international organization. Like things are happening for her and her people. But it wasn't always like that. So Sonia, can you tell us a little bit, who was Sonia before network marketing and getting into business?
Yeah, well, I bit of backstory. So I'm 44 now. I've got 3 boys that are older. My oldest just turned 25. And I know everyone's like, goodness. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I had him when I was 19. And then I have a nearly 20-year-old and a 16-year-old, all boys. So, you know, the gray hairs are coming out. That's lucky we've got Renew and all the products to support us. But being a mum from 19 to pretty much 37, when I hit 37, I was like, what am I going to do now? They were all at school, and hubby has a construction business, and I was doing a little bit of paperwork for him, but it just wasn't filling my cup. Who wants to do bookwork? Like, boring. And it wasn't fulfilling. Like, it's just paying bills. Like, there had to be more in life for me, and I had skipped over a lot of my life. Not being a mum, but once you're in that zone, it's very busy and you're very consumed with that. So when I hit 37, I thought we do probably need to bring some extra income in, and I don't want to just spend my days at home doing nothing. I needed something else. And when I came across just one product, and it opened up this whole world of online marketing, I thought, I think I can do this. I think I can do this. And at that time as well, sorry, my story, I'm all over the place. See, you don't have to be perfect to do this. But I was looking at getting a job, and I didn't want to, because I wanted to be there for all the kids' school events. So I looked at getting a job, but I was underqualified. It's going to give me any type of job unless I was packing shelves at the supermarket. Nothing wrong with that at all. But I just thought, I was looking for that fulfillment as well. So when this came along, and I was presented pretty much what you had said, being able to help others, and the person that was presenting said, do you know other people that this product could help, or this opportunity could help? I knew people just like me. And that's what was a light bulb moment. And I said yes on the spot without knowing anything else about the product, the industry. Just something in my heart said, Sonia, this is for you. Anyone can do it. No education. I barely did high school, right?
Wow.
I was actually very sick in my teenage years. So I did the first 2 years of high school, and then I was, not at school often. So I say I have zero education. And you can accomplish anything, right, if you've got that drive to have that freedom, I guess. Yeah, so that's a bit of my backstory, who I was before this.
Absolutely. It's so huge, Sonia, and you wouldn't, the society tells us that you have to be educated, you have to have a degree. And it's so funny because our stories are similar, but they're different too, right? Here I am, I went through education and went to UC Berkeley and got a degree, and straight up, like, don't use it at all. I've made $0. I love education, but I've made $0 financially from that. And here you are on the complete opposite side. And you know what's funny, Sonia? I think what you covered, and I believe every single one of us might be thinking this. We might all be thinking that we are disqualified from doing well in life and in a business like this because our story is different. But it's funny because that's actually what qualifies you, which is kind of interesting.
Oh, totally. And you're unique. Your story is unique. And that's what you need to find people like you that need that ray of hope, right? They need you. You need to go out there and put it out there. And it's funny because I look at, the people that are in our crew, and there's a lot over 60. They don't even know how to use technology. And it's the simple things. And I love them the most because they've got that drive and that willingness to learn, just the simple things on how to, make a post, or how to connect with somebody, and things like that, or people that have low confidence. We get a lot of that. You don't have to have confidence. You can get that as you go. You grow and you learn. And that's what this industry allows us. Don't even get me started on the company. Like, hello, come on.
Where do you start? I'd love to dive into this, Sonia. So you get started. You're like, all right, gung ho, let's go. Was it just like smooth sailing, super simple to the top immediately, or what was that journey like?
Oh, no way. So 7 years, the first 2 or 3 were learning. I was learning. And I think it's not a bad thing to go through that roller coaster ride. And I hope this word doesn't feel negative, but failures. You have to fail to succeed. And some people fail or don't get a result that they expected, and they let it take them out. And, it's something that you can learn from. So that failure, what can you do different, or what can you do better? And you said it earlier, the last few years, this world has been through so many changes that we've had to adapt to. We've had to change the way we do things, but it still boils down to the one thing: helping people, helping others. And, if you do that, then everything else comes along naturally. So yeah, it's incredible.
Just keep that heart there to serve and help other people. So you went through a couple of years of learning, and I think that's so important you bring that up, Sonia, because we think in life to be any professional, you have to go through school. Like, you have to learn some things. And somehow I think one unfortunate thing that we see in our profession here is that people just expect, I just get in and it's a week or two or a month and I'm not doing it yet, I'm not making a lot of money and I just suck. And no, you said 2 to 3 years. And my question would be this, Sonia: we could do a lot of different things, but in reality, there are a lot of failures. Business is not easy all the time. There's ups and downs, even till this day. Is it worth it? Is it worth going through all of that to get to where we're at? What do you think?
Oh man, it's totally worth it. And what's really hard for a lot of people is other people's opinions. So I had even my own husband. So the first 2 years, I didn't make any money. I invested it back into my business. So I would go and do, because I'm an in-person, I love in-person events. And there's a few of my team on today as well. We love people, and we would travel around and go to certain events because we want to be in front of people. So it was costing me money. I remember flying to another city and hiring a venue, and nobody showed up. Not one person. Wow. Can you imagine how I felt flying home and going home to my husband saying nobody turned up, but we just spent, $800 on this event. So for him, he watched for 2 years, but I had this firm conviction and this belief that it was going to work. The proof was there. Other people had gone first. So I knew, I had that belief, and I just pushed through. And then family members are like, is she doing? Our business, our construction business was successful, but we weren't happy in it. The pressure of that, and my husband having to bear that weight, we just were like, there's got to be something else out there. So this was our backup plan. Now it's our main plan. But other people questioned us. So, you have to ride through the waves of that, of what other people think, and remember what you're here for. What are you doing this for? We've got 3 boys. We want that freedom lifestyle. And I think people need to get clear on that and do it for yourself, because no one else is paying your bills. It's all on you. No one's going to save you. I love that saying. And you have to you have to stand firm. And I think belief is a big thing. And if you don't have belief in yourself to begin with, that's okay. Have belief in the company, in this team of amazing people, in the product. So when you get started and you start feeling better, that belief grows, and it really does drive you to the pillars of success, I guess. I forgot the question. See?
No, that's you're answering it beautifully.
Okay.
Well, I love that, Sonia. I hope you guys can tell, guys. Sonia's just real, right? Like, that's what I love. If you notice anyone successful in this business, especially someone like Sonia, they're real people, right? Like, you just have to be authentically you and the better version. I know Sonia's constantly investing in herself and constantly getting better as well too. And that gives me a lot of hope, Sonia, because I'm like, I don't have to be, and for everyone, right? Be the best version of you. You don't have to be Sonia. You don't have to be me. Like, be you, but take the principles that you're getting from here as well too. When did you feel like and we're always going for the next? I know someone like you've never made it. There's always more, but when was the first time that you really felt that, wow, this business really paid off? Any experience or something you have in mind?
Massive experience with that. It was a huge moment, and it was my 3rd year into the business. It was 2019 actually, and I had won a trip to Mexico with the company, and my family, like, we took our boys to to Los Angeles and San Francisco just for a little bit of a trip. And while I was away, and I'd been in the trenches the whole time up until that point, it was the first trip. It was, I'm sure it was 3 years in, and I worked pretty hard. I was pretty focused, and not everyone has to do that, but I was very driven. Having that time off, it was 4 weeks off and still being paid. And my pay was growing, and I was away. I was out of the country. I was really off my phone, and I was taking time with my family. I was in the moment. And I remember at the end of the trip, you know, being surrounded by people in the pool, like Deanna Latson was there, and I was just crying for 3 hours in gratitude. And I was so emotional because, yes, you work hard, but the payoff is absolutely incredible and it's worth it. And, you know, now it's a few more years after that, and I still feel the same to have that freedom. And to carry the phone. Like, my husband wanted me to go with him a car ride a couple of hours away. He's like, can you just come with me, keep me company, take your phone, you can work while we're driving. And, you know, we're driving along, and we're chatting, and then, you know, I check my messages and do what I do, you know, responding to people, and the freedom of that is absolutely worth it. To be able to just decide to go on a trip whenever we want, not having to tell a boss, hey, I need time off. Come on, like, who doesn't want that? And if you don't, I don't believe anyone would say they don't want it, but you have to. It doesn't come for free, and it doesn't come without work. But the growth that you get and the person that you become throughout that journey, that's actually the secret source of it. Yes, the rewards at the end are great, but the journey of growth and the person you become is just incredible, and a role model to your kids, to the people around you, people that need to see some strength in this world that, you know, can have a lot of negatives. Gratitude. I don't want to cry, but it makes you emotional. By coming in, by buying a product and being a part of a company that is incredible and earning money for your family, you get all of that with it. Like,
come on. Better deal than that. Seriously. My gosh.
Yeah.
Hey guys, put a 1 in the comments if you're already getting some nuggets from Sonia here. I'm telling you, the secrets are right in front of us. I'm here. I'm just like, all right, Sonia, I love this. I love this. And you know what I'm getting? It's it's not just what you do, but it's how you feel. And I could tell Sonia probably from the beginning all the way till now, it's this feeling of gratitude. It's this feeling of there's something different. There's this feeling of there's this another shot of life. There's this feeling of not just for me, but for those around me, right? Like, so many times we're trained to think about the things that we don't have, but I can see and I can sense that you're like a little kid in the candy shop still, you know, and that's what it's about. And out of that overflow of gratitude, that's what attracts the team. So, I see that secret. Okay, so now last question be this. We can talk for days. Now being in leadership and now seeing, you know, you're a master of this game. You're a leader. You're an entrepreneur now. You've seen a lot. Specifically right now with Partner Co. This timing, like 2023. What's going on in the world? What's going on in this company? What are you seeing that's happening right now? Like, what's exciting you right now?
Oh, I mean, so many things, but what comes to mind, and I love watching everyone from all over the world, right? You guys, all the countries, but our company, I mean, we're hitting these top ranks in momentum and in the compensation plan. Like, if that's not proof enough, okay, that's cool. We can give you more. But it's our diversity. It's the house of brands. We have so many different categories, right? So for me, I could be talking to anybody on the street and there'll be something for them. Like the pulse band technology, there's nothing like this in the world, right? Yeah, you've got yours on too. There's nothing like it. We've got a whole crew here that they know more than me about this technology, right? And they are running with it and they're helping people on a cellular level. You should see the testimonials coming in from this device. It's changing lives. Yeah, I need to share more with you. I haven't even spoken to you about that. The drops, right? Yeah. How many, and I speak to predominantly women. How many women are going through hormonal changes that put on those extra kilos around the mid and they need help? our company has it. And the proof is there. The drops have been around for over a decade and they've helped thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people, and we have it. So,
Yes.
I mean, I'm talking to like 200 people at the moment, and not joking you, 200 women are in my inbox on Instagram because I've put it out there that I have something that can help them. Now, that's what our company provides, and that's why we are market leading, and we can say we're the best, chuck out the rest. Is that an Aussie saying? But we can say that, and it's a bit woo-woo, right? Because everyone says that about their company. But when you see people coming to you in pain and need relief, and we have the answer, like, that's what sets us apart. And that's where, yeah, I'm passionate about it, because the categories we have are just incredible. You know, there's so many other categories that I haven't discussed. That's just two sections of what we have that can reach millions of people. Show me another company that has that. Like, I've looked, there are not any.
Exactly. My gosh, Sonia. Well, I'm super pumped now. I'm not a woman, but I feel fired up like a woman right now. It's just like, I feel that feminine energy and everything, but it's exciting. Like, there's so much that's going on. But Sonia, just thank you so much for your time, sister. Like, I know there's so much that's going on with you and your team and everything. And guys, I just want to let you know, this is the culture of this company. And it's very different from other companies I've seen. We have different teams and different things, but when we come together, we truly do. And obviously, like, Sonia, for you and your team, we are so, anytime you ever need me, Becky, for anything or anyone, we are always a yes first. But thank you for coming on. Thank you for your team for coming on as well too. And let's ride this wave together, sister. We're going to go all the way to the top with all of our teams and everything. Any last words for us today?
Oh, no. And I love you guys. And like I said, when I first met you, I could, you know, you're drawn to certain people, and you guys have everything it takes within your movement to create that freedom lifestyle for everyone that chooses to. So just be open to it, because, you know, and if you're scared, that's okay. Everyone's scared, but that's a good thing. But yeah, thank you for having me on. I'm going to see you in 10 weeks, guys.
Yes.
I'm coming over to Florida. I mean, I wouldn't miss it. I'm in there. I'm in everything. Like, this is, I live for this. So yeah, see you then.
Hey, everybody, throw 100 in the comments for Sonia. Thank you so much for coming on. My gosh. And hey, you got to go to Orlando just to meet with Sonia and take some pictures with her. If you're not going already, it's going to be the biggest party ever. And by the way, if you want to follow Sonia on her Facebook, I just dropped her there. If you want to, but beware, you might just get super inspired and want to do something. So, but so appreciative, you know. But guys, as we're wrapping things up here today, I hope you got some good nuggets today. After seeing everything, you're going to be a couple types of people. You're giving a B, or a C. Some of us here, you might have some additional questions. If that's the case, get back to your friend ASAP and be the leader. Be the one to take proactivity, right? One thing that I know is that if you want to win in 2023, you have to get comfortable with taking charge. You have to get comfortable with being the one to make decisions, to seek out what it is that you want, right? The saying is, if you search, you will find. So if you're just kind of expecting things to wait around and kind of fall in your lap, it don't work that way. So you've got a question, ask it. There's no silly question that there is, and make some type of decision, right? Some of us, you might be like, you know, partner, that's cool, but let me be a customer first. Try some of the products, experience them. Maybe it's the band, maybe it's the noni, maybe it's the renewed, the drops, whatever that it is. Get back to your friend and give that a shot. In fact, if you want to learn some more about the products, tomorrow night, we have an amazing call with Lily Liu that everyone here is welcome to be able to join. Lily just dropped it in the chat. Tomorrow night, same time, different link. You can register there, open for everybody. You can bring your people too. Lily is our top health advisor here, and she's going to go deep into health and deep into the products. Definitely come on to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. But fun, if you're in A, you're like, I see the vision. I see what's going on. I feel like Sonia, when she first saw this, and it's just like, you know what? Let's just run with this thing. If you know what you want and you feel like this is your vehicle to go get it, my encouragement to you is you say yes, you tell the world, you figure it out. One of the biggest things I learned from my mentors that succeeded massively. And honestly, this is why I think there's a saying that the C average students hire the B students, hire the A students. And I think it's because we think way too much. If any of us here struggle with over analysis of things, I'm the #1 culprit of that. This will change that. My mentor said this: successful people think a certain way. How most people think is they have to know the plan, figure it out, and then they commit. Successful people know what they want, and then they say yes, and they figure out the plan along the way. There's never a perfect plan. There's never perfect time. They're saying is the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time to plant it is right now. Tomorrow can't wait, guys. It's already the second half of 2023. If you're feeling like how I am and time is running out, let's go make some changes and let's go do it together. So if you're an A, partner with us, partner with a membership, choose some products for yourself. You can talk to your friend about the different options, but you can choose anywhere between a couple $100 of the product up to, if you're real serious. By the way, if you're an ultimate level here, put a U in the comments below. Ultimate is the way to go so that you're there for life. You double your bonuses and everything. But get back with your friend after this and let's make some action together. It'd be an absolute honor. This team is moving. This company is growing. This team is winning. And we have a narrow window of unique opportunity and momentum. We'd love to bring as many of you alongside with us as well too. All right, everybody. Other than that, it's an absolute honor. Get back to your friend right after this, but feel free to unmute yourself and have a great night, day, wherever you're coming from. Talk soon, guys. Thanks, Sonia, once again. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Sonia. Good night, everyone.
Sonia.